Good morning, everyone. So at any given moment in time, there are about 1 billion stories in existence. Ask anyone around to tell you a story. I'm pretty sure you'll get one. You just might not remember it afterwards. Even if it's just a memory or a one-line recollection, the odds are you'll probably have forgotten it in an hour, a day, a month, a year. There's so many stories on this earth that are just losing memory. So imagine that if we lose so many stories in a short span of time, how many billions of stories have been lost through ancient traditions throughout the generations? Stories play an integral part in my own life. And I've forgotten so many stories from childhood. I couldn't remember why Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall last week. I think that's pretty bad. But I'm a writer, so I write a lot, and, I always need a little bit of inspiration. When I can't find that inspiration, I look to the skies. So not so long ago, I looked up at the sky on a clear, starry night, and I was wondering in awe just the beauty of these stars up there. And I was reminded of a story that I had forgotten, and I'm going to tell you this story now. It's once upon a time. It's a story about the pole star, or in India as we know it, Dhruv Tara, the brightest star in the sky. I'm sure many of you have seen it on beautiful, clear nights, and I'm sure you get a lot more of those in Bangalore than we get in Delhi. So I was reminded of a story about the pole star, and it starts like this. Once upon a time, there was a young prince who was not the favorite son and not the favorite wife of the king. So, usual dramatics go in ancient Indian royal households. This little 6-year-old found himself doing severe penance. And the god Vishnu was so impressed that he came down to earth and he told little 6-year-old Dhruva that one day he would be a most revered king on earth, and on his he would receive a place as the brightest star in the sky. So why am I telling you this story? Well, for me, growing up, I loved reading mythological stories. I just loved the little excitement and dab of color it would lend to my life. And especially in England, it was, very grey skies. I spent my childhood in school with drab uniforms. And that little dash of excitement and color that I would get out of reading these black and white pages of print was just amazing. So we realized how many new generations of Indians and people around the world are missing out on these beautiful stories. There used to be that great art of oral storytelling. Families would sit around the tables together and they'd eat dinner, or over a fire at night they would discuss lots of stories and just old things from the past. Well, it's now being replaced by people's faces shoved in cell phones and tablets. So we decided, we had to think about it. How many of you know the story of how God warned man of impending floods on earth? Well, I'm guessing you think it's from Noah's Ark. Well, there's actually a story in the Indian mythological tradition. It's called How Vishnu's Avatar Matsya warned Manu to build a boat. How many of you know about the Navaganjura, a mystical 9-headed beast that was so amazing and pulled the Mahabharata together in many regards? How many of you know that the stories in Panchatra are so akin to Aesop's fables, and why? Well, we decided that it was only appropriate that we create an app. So we pulled together an app called Mytha, for mythology. Now, using this mythology, we'll pull together another community. We'll create a band of creative talent, pulling together all these young artists, all of you people sitting out here, and would have people put together and represent art in their own ways. So they're illustrating things old stories, but giving them a new perspective. And to us, we thought it was a way of technology actually breaking the barriers that, have been built over the years. Technology is not a destroyer of the past. So by pulling all this together, we sort of thought this is our way. We're doing it from sheer love of storytelling. And it's like having, a beautiful coffee table book full of knowledge right there on your mobile device. Any time of day, any moment you want to access it, you don't have to ask your grandmother or grandfather or parents or uncles or aunts. You don't even have to go to your dog walker. So this is our way of saving these lost stories from, fateful drowning in forgotten seas. And we hope you'll join us on this endeavor. Thank you.